Okay, so we'd like to welcome you to Fabric Chicks Alive on President's Day, which is February 19th. Hey, if you can let me know if we're echoing. We're trying a new setup, so we're not sure how this is going to work. So let me know. Let's see, I'm going to give you. Hey, Mo, how are you? It's good to see you. Hi, Sue and Victor. Okay, so I'm trying a new setup because I'm here by myself filming. So let me know. Okay, perfect. Perfect. Okay. So I have a couple of things. I'm going to switch to a different camera. So let me know if you get an echo. Welcome, everybody. Happy President's Day. I hope you guys all had a good weekend. Let's see here. I'm here by myself today because everybody thinks that it is a holiday, apparently. So first, we're going to show you how to do some wool applique. So this here is what one of the blocks looks like finished. And let me see if I can go down a little bit closer so you guys can really see it. It's super fun. You're just going to do quick little stitches, and I'm going to show you here. I've got one started. So I just did a quick basting stitch here, but you could use glue. I wouldn't necessarily use a fusible web like Steam-A-Seam because it is, Evelyn says she blew herself in. Is it super windy out there, Evelyn? Okay, so what you're going to do for wool applique is super simple. You probably learned this when you were like 5. So you're going to just take the needle down and you're going to do kind of basically like a whip stitch. And just pull it. So if you need a quick, easy project to do, and like here, I don't like the spacing, so I'm just going to add an extra stitch right there. And then go on up here and work my way all the way around it. I would not do invisible applique like I would for if I was needle turning something, because you're putting so much work into this. It's not hard, but it is time consuming. You're going to want your stitches to show. The thread I'm using right now, which is really good to learn about threads, is the 12 weight variegated thread, which is going to be equivalent to the thickness of 3 DMC flosses. So you get the idea. I don't know how well you can see that. I know it's hard to film yourself. So that is basically what you're going to do. You can always get an embroidery book that has a lot more complicated stitches. But if you're going to go to the hospital or somewhere and you just need something to do, Eleganza will work perfect. Eleganza is actually my preferred thread because see how fine this thread is here? So I'm going to tell you, I'm going to use whatever thread I have that's the right color. So this thread right here was a 30 weight rayon variegated, but it was the right color. So that's what I used around the bird. And then I used DMC floss for the beak because that was the right color. And then for the vine, I used 2 strands of DMC floss and 1 strand of 12 weight so I could get it thicker. And then you can see, let's see, what did I use? Some of those on the flower are 12 weight wool thread, and then some are DMC thread, and I don't think I have any pearl cotton in there. I probably didn't have the right color. I probably need to invest in more colors of pearl cotton, but it's hard because you guys always buy them before I can snag them for myself. Okay, so I'm going to go back and read some comments. We have a ton of sale stuff, so I'm going to try to I'm going to try to do the sale by myself again. You know how hard that is. Maybe I should keep some of this in my bag given my recent health events. Yes, Anita, I think you should. I personally believe that everybody should have a hand project ready to go in your purse in case you get stuck in traffic or you have to go to the doctor's or whatnot. So I would definitely get a project. And these projects from Wonderfil are great. So I'm just using scrap black and whites for my background. So these, I've totally found the backgrounds out of all my stashes. I've used the fabric. I do have these fabrics in the store, but I've used them for other projects. So these were leftover pieces. So I've got the bird, I've got the house, and then they just came out with a cute one. I haven't done it yet, but there's a heart one, and it's a multicolored heart one and a red one. So we have those, and what comes in the kit is all the pre-cut wool. So you're not having to go find a little bit of this and that from your stash. It's already there. The directions are there. So the directions for the heart is going to look like this. It's going to tell you what leaves are what flowers are what. And then it's going to give you the layout of how to put them all down. Thank you, Angie. Thank you, Sandy. It's harder than you think to film yourself. You don't really know which way to look, where the camera is. Jane, did you get the thread book and the threads? I'm pretty sure I shipped them to you, but I know that you had a question about that on the last live. And then on who else? Molly Bishop. If Molly Bishop's on here, let me know, because I need to know if I already mailed you the Mia vest or not. Okay, so welcome everybody. So that is our quick little demo on how to wool applique. As you can see, you can do different stitches, but you'll just kind of teach yourself as you go. Like I added these stitches onto the roof with the glamour thread, so there's a little bit of metallic there, but most of it is just the whip stitches. French knots are pretty popular, little loops. You can add beads. There's so many things you can do. And I love the houses. They all have a kitty cat, and then they all have a little flower garden. But as you can see, I use a lot of metallics. So I'm going to show you real quick. Okay, Mary Men's. Oh, perfect, Jane. I'm glad you came on top. Yes, then what will you do with them? I'm going to turn them into a small wall hanging with the birds and the houses and the hearts. I'm going to include all of it in the little wall hanging. I might do it like up and down for a skinny hallway. Just something fun. I don't know that I would, you could put it as a pocket on a tote bag. You could add it into, if you were doing a vest or a jacket, you could piece it into your jacket. There's all kinds of things you could do with it. Oh, Jenny, you are certainly welcome. I almost said to myself that I could have a day off because I really thought Roger would not show up. But then I couldn't, you know me, I can't take a day off. So I got to show you real quick what your choices are. If you want to get one of these and experiment with them, you could let me know if you get one of these. I'll just automatically send you the link to Applique Club and you can join us. That's this Saturday. Okay, so I have, and we can get the ones that I'm missing. But right now I have, here, I'm going to try filming it this way and see if you guys see it better. So right now we have S72 is for the red heart. S72 is the red heart. S72. Uh-oh, Kathleen. S74, well, we're glad you made it. S74 is the multicolored heart. So in these kits, you get all of the wool felt already pre-cut. All you have to do is just baste it on. Carolyn, you do not have to, wool is already thick enough that you do not have to use fusible. You could just use a dab of glue, like a glue stick, or you could, let's see, I already did those. You could just use a glue stick, or you could, I just baste them really quick with thread. S70 is the red house. So it's going to be this house right there, S70. S70 is the red house. And then S69 is the blue house. S69 is the blue house. Here, I'm going to see if I get less of a glare if I do it up here. S68 is the, oh, I have to like put me on first. Remove. Let's see. Okay. No, there's kind of a glare no matter what you do. Okay, this one is the mustard house. So you get everything right there for the mustard house. S68. S68 is the mustard house. All the houses have a cute little kitty cat in them. We do have Roxanne's glue. No, don't glue where you're going to sew for sure. Oh, it's upside down. Well, I don't know. S67. S67 is for the pink bird. The pink bird is S67. No matter what I do, there's a glare. S67 is the pink bird. S66 is the cute little yellow bird. So everything you need for the yellow bird, S66. And then the blue bird is S65. S65 is the blue bird. Uh-oh, Carolyn, I heard that you guys are like getting flooded out. S64 is the aqua bird. So S64 is the aqua bird right there. So they're super fun. And really, when you're just so those are the fun little appliques. We do have applique club this Saturday. We have 3 different classes, so you guys are going to stay busy all day Saturday. Oh, if I show it to you like this, is it? Oh, that is upside down. Okay, so I have to show it to you guys like this. Okay, I gotcha. I'm like, what's upside down? So all of these little applique kits, Carolyn, all of them are $14. So you have a pink bird, an aqua bird, a blue bird, and a yellow bird is in the bird collection. And then I'm just going to mix them all together. And then in the house collection, you have a red house, a yellow house, a mustard house, and a blue house. And then in the heart collection, you have a multicolored one, and then you'll have a red one. So I think they'd just be fun to kind of make and put them all together. $14 a piece. $14 a piece. Okay, so Applique Club is this Saturday, I think from 4:30 to 6:30. I might have to leave a little bit early because I said I would throw a surprise birthday party for a friend. They always ask me like when I'm drinking, and then I forget what I said. Okay, so we've got some sale fabrics. What are the number of the hearts? Oh gosh. 71 is the multicolored heart. 71 is the multicolored heart. And then 72 is for the red heart. 72 is for the red heart. And the I think that the pearl cotton would be in the multicolor would work really well with those. Okay, so everything I'm going to show you, we have on sale. We have, you can get multiple yards, 1 yard, half yard, or fat quarters. So what I've written is the yard price and the fat quarter price, and then you guys are smart enough, I'm sure you can figure out everything else. Okay, so I'm going to make this one big so I can just lay them on the fabrics on the table. Okay, so here is S62 is $4 a yard. It's $1.50 a fat quarter. And I don't know how many of these we have left. I think we only have a couple. It is by In the Beginning Fabrics for Wendy Sloth Boom was the designer. So you have S62 is $4 a yard or $1.50 a fat quarter. Sorry. There you go. You know what? It's opposite what I do when Roger is here. So now I'm all discombobulated. Does it have a needle? In the kit, there is not a needle. But Mary, you just bought a bunch of needles last week in your bag. You'll have plenty. You'll have plenty of needles that will work for this. So if you look really closely here, there is a little kangaroo in the design, which is kind of fun. I always love it when you see something and you're like, oh, there's a little bit of something extra. So S62 is $4 a yard. Can the kits be ordered online? Tess, they cannot be ordered online at the moment, only because it's just me and I haven't put them online. But I could work on that in my spare time. Tess, I could totally put that on tonight. Okay, we have a few really nice batiks. I have 1 yard cuts, half yard cuts, fat quarter cuts. Oops, upside down again. It's going to be hard to teach me new tricks. S60 is $6 a yard, $2 a fat quarter. This is a really pretty purple batik with a pinkish or a lavenderish line in it. S60 is $6 a yard, $2 a fat quarter. And then S59 is from that same line. S59 is from that same line. And it's $6 a yard, $2 a fat quarter, or if you want a half yard, it's $3. So if you're new to watching, you just comment S is you committing to buying it, and then the number and how many of it you want. Like Mary Beatty, I need to know how much of S60 you want. And then this was a fun one that was with those fabrics. I don't know if this was like a 3 1-yard quilt at one point. But I think these were meant to go together originally. So if you're new to watching, a lot of times we have second chance fabrics. So these are brand new fabrics, but they came from somewhere else. S58, I have 2 1 yards and 2 fat quarters, $6 a yard, $2 a fat quarter. So it's just a fun little geometric print in pinks and turquoise and lavenders. S58 is $6 a yard, $2 a fat quarter. S57 is a good marbly, I believe it's by Moda. Let me double check if I can tell on the selvage. It's Moda Marbles by Patrick Luce in a wine color. Moda Marbles in a wine color. S57 is $6 a yard, $2 a fat quarter. So just a good solid on solid with a little bit of texture in a wine color or a cranberry color. S57, $6 a yard, $2 a fat quarter. Hey Anna, how are you? Where are you now? Our sale table is overflowing, like literally, and the weather's too crappy. I don't want to put it outside, so we have to fix it. I don't know why you guys have like a shadow on it. And let me see if I put the light somewhere else. No, I don't know why it's got a shadow. S53 is $6 a yard, $2 a fat quarter. Sunny California. I wish I was there with you. S53 is $6 a yard, $2 a fat quarter. We have quite a bit of this, so it'd be great if you want to use this as a backing. It would be great for that. It's just got kind of a little dotted squiggle line. And it's by Figo Fabrics for Northcott. S53 is $6 a yard, $2 a fat quarter. Okay, perfect, Tess. I will get those on tonight if I can figure it out. Usually my husband puts everything online, but apparently he took the day off. S52 is $6 a yard, $2 a fat quarter, and it's got a beautiful, like a plumeria, I think. It looks very Hawaiian to me. I know, Kathleen. I hope it doesn't get too crazy down in California. I was watching the news, a little snippet of the news, and it looks like it's raining horrible there. S52, $6 a yard, $2 a fat quarter. And then S56, I have a 1 yard and 3 half yards left of this. S56 is $6 a yard. This is by Moda also. $2 a fat quarter. S56. So if you're new to watching and we go too fast or you miss something, you can always go back and rewatch this and order. But on Mondays, I only leave the numbers on till tomorrow. And then we get ready for our big sale that we do. We have a big sale every Wednesday from 4 to 6. So S51 is $6 a yard. Cute little snowflakes and rain boots. And you could get a jump start and make gift bags with this for Christmas. Those are super quick and easy to whip up, or pillowcases for next year. You can mail pillowcases to the grandkids. Just throw a red and a black with this. It would be super cute. S51 is $6 a yard or $2 for fat quarters, $3 for half yards, or if you wanted 2 yards, it'd be $12. S49 is $6 a yard. This is Janet Wicker Frisch for she works for Riley Blake now, but she does a lot of the vintagey, really cool vintagey fabrics. S49, $6 a yard, $2 a fat quarter. And Gracie's supposed to be showing up any minute. So if she does, we got 4 or 5 new boxes dumped off. So we can go do a box unveiling. S46 is a flannel. So this is a flannel by Andover Fabrics. It's a beautiful modelly red on red, kind of a cherry color. S46, $6 a yard, $3 a half yard, $2 a fat quarter. So super nice if you need a flannel. I know the pincushion fabric, super cute. Hey, Stephanie, thank you for the text. I loved getting it. I always love texts, but I'm not a good responder, just so you know. S45 is $6 a yard for another flannel by Andover Fabrics. It's kind of an orangey, little bit on the mustardy orange side. S45 is $6 a yard and $3 a fat quarter, or $3 for a half yard, $2 for a fat quarter. So if you want flannels, if you want to stock up on flannels, even if you want to use flannels for building, if you're going to do a vest or a jacket, a lot of times flannels are a good base instead of batting. It's not going to be as stiff, so it will lay on your body better. So S45 is $6 a yard, $3 for half yard. Fat quarters are $2. And then if you have a barber that you love and you want to make a gift for them, S63 is kind of vintage barbershop Edwards soap. Barbershop, $4 a yard, $1.50 a fat quarter, and I believe this is our last piece. The blue with orchids. Yes, it's on the bolt, Susan. S52, if nobody ordered it. Sue and Cope ordered 1 yard. It looks like there's 1, 2, 3-ish yards left. 1, 2, about 3 yard. There's about 3 yards left of that, but Sue ordered 1 yard already. S52. But Sue does already have this in her collection, I know. S52 is $6 a yard, and there's about 3 yards there, Susan. S63. Oh, okay. Then we have another fun flannel by Andover. It's a pretty orange, a perky orange with a little like gray lavender polka dot. And it has, I have about almost 4 yards of this left. S117 is $6 a yard. 117 is $6 a yard or $2 a fat quarter. S117 is a beautiful flannel by Andover. Okay, but Susan, if I only have 2 yards of the orchid one, if I only have 2 yards, because Sue Cope already wants a yard, do you just want what's left? It is $6 a yard, and it is a border print. Oh, Stephanie, thank you. We had a lot of fun at that quilt shop. So if you guys are near Stockton, and I'm just going to say, here, I'm going to give you a little lecture right now. I know you guys love lectures. But as a quilt shop owner, we put our heart and souls and our lives into the shop. We don't really ever get a break because we're here all the time, 24/7. But so I was looking at quilt shops so we could go do a tour and do I want to be able to travel the world and I want to be able to tour quilt shops and, do all that kind of fun stuff. But we almost didn't go because the reviews that people had made were like, oh, the shop's a mess. Oh, total chaos. Oh, we're like, what kind of a shit show is this we're going into? And I'm going to tell you that we did not experience that at all. So when you do leave comments or reviews, make sure that they're really accurate because I'm sure that has hurt her business. But she was fabulous. I love Barbara. She was so sweet, so kind, so knowledgeable. And she had one of the best shops I've been in a long time. She had so much Cafe, so much Modus. She had Australian. She basically had every fabric line there. She had tons of Wonderfill. She had tons of everything. But maybe that one day that person went in, it was crazy because she got a new shipment or something, or she was going to a show, or I know because I experienced that myself. And I'm one person. She's one person. We can only do so much. So just remember when you're leaving a review that it's going to be on the internet forever. So only leave good reviews for people because it's so hard to be a quilt shop. Okay, that's my lecture for the day. And if you're in Stockton, go visit her because her shop is great and sign up for her classes because she's got a lot of new classes and she just opened up a huge she moved from one side of the mall to the other side of the strip mall. So she's got a much bigger space now and she has a big classroom. So make sure you sign up for her classes and support your local quilt shops or they won't be there. That's the truth. Support your local quilt shops or they won't be there. And support your online favorite shops too, or they won't be there either. It's just the way of the world. Okay, Victor, that is so true. Maybe that person was having a bad day. I know. Quilters Hollow, Tess. Go to Quilters Hollow in Stockton. They are one of the best quilt shops I've been in a long time. That is the truth, Susan. People do not realize the work involved when you own a shop. It is nonstop. It's basically, people always tell me, oh, you're so lucky you get to set your own hours. Yeah, I pretty much get to pick what 20 hours of the 24-hour day I'm going to work. Good. Koba, I'm glad you visit her. She is so sweet. And she does. She has a ton of inventory. Thank you, Brenda. So that's what I plan on doing. I try to talk my sister into buying a van with me, a travel van, so we can travel the United States and tour quilt shops and take you guys along with us. Mel, that's the truth. People just have to hear themselves talk, whether they have anything nice to say or not. But I was taught as a kid, if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all. But whatever. Okay, back to our sale. Here, let me figure out how to get rid of me again. Okay, so we have some more flannel. This is Alexander Henry flannel. S76, $6 a yard. I'm pretty sure this is vintage. There's 66 inches left of it. So $6 a yard, $2 a fat quarter. $2 a fat quarter, $6 a yard. Flannel, Alexander Henry. I don't even think they make flannel anymore. I'm not positive, but I have not seen flannel at Alexander Henry in my lifetime. S76, $6 a yard, and $2 a fat quarter. Then, I just want to tell you guys, we have the luminous tree coming up. If you haven't gotten the pattern yet, this was like all the rage. You guys loved this when it was posted. Anita posted it on our Fabric Chicks Stitch Along, and you guys all went crazy. Pretty much you guys have all bought the pattern, but if you haven't and you want the pattern, S32 is $13. S32 is $13. If you want the kit like ours, here, I'm going to turn this so you can see our, let me see. There is our sample. So it's more wintry than Christmas. You could totally do red and green if you wanted it to be more Christmassy. And there are directions to turn it into a tree skirt. But if you want this kit and you already have the pattern, just let us know and we'll pull the pattern out and take off $13. Otherwise, if you want the kit and the pattern, it's S85 for $75. And Victor is going to be teaching this class again March 19th and 26th. It's $40 for the class or $20 for returning students. And I will tell you that it is just fused on, but it's definitely worth taking Victor's class because I learned a lot in the class. I learned how to lay the templates out so you can cut inside of each other, so you save a ton on Steam-A-Seam, and Steam-A-Seam is not cheap. And he taught us how to measure to get a perfect circle. There was so much that he taught us that it was definitely worth taking the class. And if you do the class in March, you're going to have it done in time to enjoy it for Christmas or all year long. Chains, you're so cute. She says she liked it so much she bought 2 patterns. Oh gosh. I know one of these days I'm going to have to buy stuff back from you guys. Okay, so no, yes, Mary Viti, I have 4 empty hours where I try to sleep. Oh gosh, I wish Gracie would get here so we could go on a field trip and I have auction items too. But I did find when I was looking for the bear tote bags that you guys all went crazy over and we sold out of, I did find 2 more of these. So if you had wanted the big bear pattern and didn't get it because everybody bought it and we thought we only had 1 or 2, I have 2 more of those. Here, I'm going to see if I can step back so you can see this. So this was on the sale on Wednesday, and we thought we only had 2 of them, but we had 2 more mixed up. Well, we had 4 mixed up with the tote bags. So we do have that big bear available. I have 2 of them left. S17 is $17. S17 is $17. Rhonda, do you want the bear? 17. 17. Okay, we got some auction items because I know you guys love auction items. Okay, let's see. And I'll double check, Rhonda, and see if you already had one in your bag because we did fill the orders for those of you who wanted it. We thought Mary Mintz was the only one going to get it, but we did put the people who wanted it. We already put it in your baskets. Okay, here is a piece of a scrap bag of flannel. There is about a yard plus, maybe 2 yards. I did not measure these today. I know I should have. A yard and a half of this fun pink flannel with polka dots. So there's a yard and a half of this fun pink and orange polka dots. And it is by Andover Fabrics also. So a yard and a half of this fun pink and orange polka dots with some scraps left over. A bright yellow, probably 3 yards of the bright yellow. And then S50 is the auction. And then we've got some scraps here of the project that the previous owner was working on. So you've got some oranges, some reds, some yellows. It looks like they were doing a fall quilt. I have not been able to find any more of this, which is really beautiful flannel, but there's a couple pieces of that in there. And then some strips of the other flannels. So S50, the auction is $6. And so that's a yard and a half, 3. I'd say probably 5 yards of flannel here. About 5 yards of flannel, S50. Oops. S50 is starting auction at $6. You could totally make pajama bottoms, Mary Beatty, for all your kids. Oh, poor Victor can't bid on anything because he has given it up for Lent. Hey, Laura, how are you? S50, it is probably about 5 yards of fabric. You've got a yard and a half and a yard and a half of the yellow, a yard and a half of the pink with the orange polka dots, and then quite a bit of the fabric already that was in for some project at some point. S50 is starting at $6. S50 is starting at $6. And let's see. So if you're new to bidding, you just say what you want and what you're willing to pay. So S50 is at $10. Brenda's at $10. And then I have 2 while you're bidding on that. I'm going to move this away so you can kind of see the whole thing. We just quilted these and used these as table toppers, but you could also use them in a quilt with some denim would be cool, or you could turn them into dog bandanas. And there's 2 of them. So if you wanted, you could go and do French knots on all of those. You could do some different stitches if you wanted to, or you could just turn them into table toppers for your end tables. They are, or you could turn them into pillows. Pillows would be good. They're about 19 by 19. So there's 2 squares about 19 by 19, S61. S61 is an auction starting at $3 for 2 squares. You could totally turn them into pillows. Charity, this would be good for you to just put the jeans on the back, the denim on the back, and turn them into pillows. S61 is starting at $3. S61 is starting at $3, and it is 2 19 by 19 inch squares. Here, let me make this big again. Okay, so S50 is at $12. Only 33 days to go, Victor. Yeah, we might have some bets out there. I mean, I'm going to tell you that I could totally give up chocolate for 40 days, but giving up shopping, although Victor, it might be good because it will help you to clean out your stash and use what you have. So then in 40 days, you're like ready to start new. It'll help you focus. S61 is at $4 for the two 19-inch panels. And then S50 is at $12. So you got about 5 yards of fabric here at least, minimum. 5 yards of fabric. You've got some modeled. All of these are the same design, just different colors. And there's a red piece, orange piece, kind of a lighter orange, a yellow, quite a bit of stuff you could do with that flannel. S50 is at $12. That makes it about $2 a yard, maybe. We're keeping quilting affordable here. Okay. While you guys are bidding on that, I'm just going to show you this fun book from Eleanor. I showed you this on Wednesday, but just in case you didn't see it, this was an e-zine that Eleanor made in 2009. I'm not really even sure that e-zines were a thing, but she decided she was going to do her own e-zine. So she only did 20 copies of this because she hand colored in this for the 20 copies. And then she did some embellishments and different things. But it's such a treasure that I went and had it copied. Okay, S50 is at $15. So it's got a lot of, if you have ever met Eleanor, she had a lot of wisdom. We should have probably recorded her wisdom. But we didn't. So if you want to read what's in this, you got to buy it because it's a lot of good reading. But she also has a fun little, and you could do this at Applique Club too. If you wanted to do this, this is a little wall hanging with a chair, a sofa chair, like an overstuffed chair, and then a little flower vase. So she's got an applique here. That might be fun to do during Applique Club. And then she teaches you how to make your own tassels. So here is a little sample of a tassel that she made, just using ribbons and strings and lace and things. So she shows you how to make your own tassels. She's got a little bitsy doll, like tiny little bitsy doll, because she used to collect plastic doll furniture. So she made a little cute doll to put in it. And then this one here is this doll. So you get the pattern for that also. And then you've got the pattern for this fun little doll. And then, let's see. And then more artwork of Eleanor's. You could rip this out and frame it if you want, if you're an Eleanor follower. And then some more good words of wisdom. So that is S03 for $20. So if you want the book, let us know and we'll get you one. S03 is $20. And let's close up these auctions because we've got more to do, although there's nobody here to stop us. Okay, I would love, okay, Koba. S50, let's get your final bids in, girls. S50 for the flannel is at $15. And then S61 for the 2 blocks is at $5. And let's see. Here I've got $6 a yard. I had customers come in right before the live, so I didn't get fully ready. Okay, S118 is regular fabric, regular quilting cotton fabrics by Andover Fabrics. It's just a good tone on tone. there's 2 1/3 yards here, so $6 a yard or $2 a fat quarter. Really pretty vibrant orange. S118, S118, S118 is $6 a yard, $2 a fat quarter. And we're going to close up these. Oh, somebody just bid on the 2 19-inch bandanas. So there's 2 of these here. The bid is at $6. $6 for the 2. And S50, we haven't had any bids, so we're going to do Sue for 15. Sue a Cope for 15. Get your final bids in, girls. If you have never been here, you have no idea, but we have so much to do. I'm trying to unbury myself from upstairs. Okay, Rhonda and I always get in a bidding war. Stephanie, I know that's how it goes because you guys like the same stuff. Okay, this is this furry minky or something. It would be cute to make like a duck robe for a kid or a chicken. You can make a chicken out of this. It's like minky but furry. I don't know if you guys can really see that. It would make good doll hair, actually. It would make good doll hair, I think. Okay, so here we have a 1 yard piece. S75, the auction is at $3. And then this piece is 3 yards and 5/8. So we could cut it down if a lot of you want it. We could cut it down because I don't know what we would do with 3 and 5/8 yards. Oh, a chicken costume would be perfect. Yes. S117. What was 117? I'll have to figure out what 117 was. Okay, so S75 is for a 1 yard piece auction, and then S55 is $6 for a 3 and 5/8 yard auction. If you need fun yellow stuff, it would make Anita, it would be good for that chicken purse. The Eleanor, see, look at, we have an Eleanor chicken purse here that the dog ate one of the feet and I haven't fixed it yet. Here, let me see if I can put me. Okay, so we do have a chicken purse pattern. Let me see. This is a chicken purse pattern. It had a leg. Here's its feet, but the dog ate them off. So it had little feet that went right here. So if you need that yellow stuff for a chicken purse, that would be perfect. We do have the chicken bag pattern, which is $12, and it has a chicken, a crow, and an old lady. Please, what are you using to enlarge things? So, Heidi, are you talking about the filming right now? Oops. She was watching and not writing. Are you talking about the filming right now? Because I had an inkling I was going to be here by myself. Nobody was coming to help out. So what I did is I set up this little thing that's meant for filming. It has like a hole under it, so that you can run both cameras. I think that's what you're asking, Heidi. Otherwise, give me a call. But the phone, it's just my regular phone, but it's kind of nice because you can, look, I can move it around, kind of like you did in the last class. So if any of you, now that Heidi's here, if you guys have not signed up for her Spiralicious Upcycle Purse class, it's a lecture, basically. It's a lecture. If you haven't signed up for that, sign up now. I think it's $25. It's this coming Saturday from 10 to 12, I believe. And she's going to be talking about a super fun way to take and make spirals on panels or on jackets or anywhere. And Sharon, it might mean Roger's out of a job. Yes. Except for, I think it might be hard to go open boxes because I'm not sure whether the iPad or whether my phone is the mic we're using or if the laptop is the mic we're using. I'm not sure. Technology is not my specialty. Okay. It's crazy, but it will get easier. The more I use it, the more we'll figure it out. I'm afraid if I turn on the volume, it will echo. Okay, let's see where we are on these auctions. S75 is at $10. What about S55? S75 is at $10. S61. Okay, Mary Beatty, I believe you have already set up, but I'll double check, but I'm almost positive. Thank you, Donna. I love you guys. You guys are like a bunch of moms or best friends because you always are so supportive. Okay, let's see. S75. S75. S61. S61 is for the bandanas, and I think Rhonda is the last one. 10 to 12 on Saturday, I believe, right, Heidi? The Spiralicious lecture is 10 to 1 on Saturday, and it's $25, I believe. S61 is $6 to Rhonda. $6 to Rhonda. And March 2nd. March 2nd. Sorry, I have my dates wrong. We have a lot of stuff going on this Saturday. That's why. I could get out my calendar, except for I think it's in the other room. Heidi's Spiralicious Upcycle Lecture is March 2nd from 10 to 12. And it is $25. She'll give you lots of ideas and inspiration, as well as how to destruct and reconstruct a purse for upcycling. You'll also be able, you can bring a purse to the lecture that you want to upcycle, and Heidi can give you ideas on what to do with it. Okay, I'm just going to go over the classes real quick because I screwed up that. So this Saturday we have the Bedazzled Sunflower Panel class from 9 to 1, I believe. And then at 2, we have Thread and Stabilizers 101 from 2 to 4. And that's free. You just have to purchase the book and the sample pack of all the different threads that are 10 weight through or 100 weight through 8 weight. And then we have the Mystery Scrappy Fun Quilt with Victor. Victor has he's designed a pattern himself, and that is going to be 5 Mondays from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. And it's $49. That includes the pattern, and it includes, we are going to do a ton of raffles and things. So I've got a Victor box going on. So I just put an original Fabric Chicks license plate in there. We've got a charm pack bundle, another charm pack bundle, a fat quarter bundle. We've got a book and some other things for raffles. So we're going to be doing a bunch of raffles during the mystery, but for 5 days, you're going to be able to sew with Victor and myself, and you'll have a finished, quilt, I think. Oh, Heidi's adding a bunch more samples. And that's the thing you have to know about Heidi is the last time she taught a class for us, the extra stuff she showed us was so inspiring that we couldn't even believe it. We learned a lot of stuff from that. I'll take that panel, please. What panel, Rhonda? What Monday does it start? The last Monday, it's the last Monday in February, and then every Monday in March, I believe. Victor's mystery class is the last Monday in February, and then the 4 Mondays in March. And then we have the upcycle bags with Heidi, March 2nd. 10 to 12:30, it's $25. You will be inspired, and you will want to do so much. I'll take that panel. The sunflower panel, Rhonda, you want the sunflower panel that's in the class on Saturday? I think that's the one you're talking about. Victor's class is February 26th, March 4th, March 11th, March 18th, March 25th from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. I believe, Sue, you have signed up. So I'll double check, but I'm almost positive you've signed up. Yes. Tess, all of the classes should be online. We also have, so the voluminous tree, which is the one I showed you on the wall. And then we also have the napkin dress. So the napkin dress is March 11th from 9 a.m. to 11 p.m. 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. And then from there, we go right into Doris's felted candy cane class. And I don't know what else. Is the March 2nd class online or in the shop? So, Tess, all of our classes are offered via Zoom or in the shop. So you can do any of our classes. If you want to come into the shop, you're more than welcome to. You just have to let me know so I can make sure there's a spot, a flat surface clean for you. But Heidi will be doing it from her house. So Heidi will not be in the shop. She'll be teaching from her house. Oh, Victor says if you don't want to make a big quilt for the mystery, you can make a table runner. So that's good to know. Or you could make pillows, or you can, you basically can do anything you want. With the pattern, you can make as few or as many blocks as you want. You could do all very not real contrasting fabrics, and you could use it as a background to do a big applique on. You could also, what else could you do with it, Victor? So many choices. So many choices. Okay, let's see where we are on this auction here. We get a little bit sidetracked, and then I forget we were even auctioning. S75 for $10. Okay, $10 to Anita. $10. Okay, and then I have S55, which is for the almost 4 yards of the yellow. But I also have pink. So if you want to do a pig, except I don't think pigs should be hairy, but I have a 2-yard piece. We have a 2-yard piece of the pink shaggy S54. S54 is $6 for a 2-yard piece of the shaggy. Do you have a sample of the napkin dress to show? Tess, are you on our Fabric Chick Stitch Along? Or I need my kit for Saturday's thread class. Sandy, that should be in the mail to you. You should get it. I'm going to check let me write a note. I'm going to check the tracking, but you should have it already. Maybe not already because everything takes so long. But it did ship already. Sandy. A hairy pig could be cute for sure. Tracking. Okay, so Tess, you're going to want to go to Fabric Chick Stitch Along, which is a private Facebook page. And on the Fabric Chick Stitches Along is where you guys can all post what you're working on. And that's where we post anything that's happening at Fabric Chicks, because it's kind of quick when we do the lives. Well, it doesn't feel like it's so quick right now, but it's kind of quick. So we post everything on Fabric Chick Stitch Along. Okay, S54 is for the pink shaggy hair. S54 is at $6. S54 is at $6. S54, let me see. S54 is at $6. Anita, what are you going to do with this hairy stuff? Okay, S119 is $6 a yard, $2 a fat quarter. And we have several pieces of this. I think they're in 2-yard cuts. So I have several 2-yard pieces, but if you want 1 yard, it's $6. Half yard, it's $3. And fat quarter, oops, I'm upside down. And fat quarters are $2. Is it gone? S55, is it gone? No. Kathleen, 55 is not gone. Nobody bid on it. Oh, girly dog coats. That's a good idea. I didn't even think about dog coats. Okay, S119 is $6 a yard, $2 for fat quarters. S119 is a fun Stonehenge by Northcott buttons from their sewing line. S119 is $6 a yard, $2 for fat quarters. And okay, S119 is $2 for fat quarters, $6 a yard. Okay, let me see here. I was hoping Gracie would get here so we could take the field trip to do the box unveiling. Here, maybe. Well, I'll do it tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm going to do a spontaneous live like at 10 o'clock. So tomorrow I'm going to do a spontaneous live at 10 o'clock. Not so spontaneous. I'm going to do a spontaneous live and do an unboxing. Open up the box and see what's there. $6 a yard, $2 a fat quarter. S120 is for the wool fabric. I'm not sure how much we have of this. S120 is a cute little wool fabric. S120 is $6 a yard, $2 for fat quarters. And then I do have some giveaways. Okay, let's see what we've got here. Oh, look at that. Oh, it's upside. Huh. The camera's upside down. Okay, I got to pay attention to that next time when I, what if I do this? Am I still, oh, the phone's too big. Okay, let's see here. Nope. Now I don't know what I've done. Oh, I see. Okay, hang on a second. Okay. Oh, the phone doesn't fit. I think that this was made for smaller phones. Okay, anyways, so I'm going to go back to this one. Oh, okay, exit solo, and then let's get rid of this one. Hang on a second so we can do some giveaways. The luminous tree is March 19th and 26th. Thank you, Stephanie. March 19th and 26th, 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. So I think that's a Tuesday. Sue, I think you work. Okay, I have some flannel. It's already been washed, so it's kind of probably not the best quality flannel. But if you want it, just type in you want it and we'll do a drawing. I've got a couple pieces of the flannel. See how it's kind of fuzzy? So if you want the flannel, just type in you want it and I will put you in a drawing. Okay, we have some Fabric Chicks can covers that I think Diana Hensley made. I'm just going to pick you guys out of a box. I've got Jody Hansen. Are you here? Jody. I've got Jody Hansen. And I have Sandy Cohen. Sandy Cohen, are you here? Oh, for you girls coming to the retreat, my sister has gotten back into pottery. And she is making Fabric Chicks pottery with Fabric Chicks logo. Well, I don't know about the logo, but the name. But then she's putting doilies into the pottery to give it its design. Super fun. Super fun. Okay, then I have a couple of these panels. This one I think we were going to cut and make blocks. But these are from Stephanie Brandenburg Frond Design. This is her music line. And I've got two of these. And I have Sua Cove and Sua Cove, and let's see who's the next person. I have Emily McParland. Are you here, Emily? Then we have a fun little pattern by Moda for stars and the different layouts you can do with it. I have Peggy Grappiton. Are you here? Oh, good, Emily. I have Peggy Grappiton. And here is the Floor Sweepings pin doll. So these are little dolls that you can make just out of your fabric scraps. You could sew all your scraps onto the wash away and do it that way. Or you could take all your scraps, lay them on a fusible, fuse it, and then stitch over it and create fabric that way. Okay, I've got Victor. Oh gosh, Victor, I could see you making a bunch of these. Oh, Tess, you cannot purchase that music panel because those two that I gave away are the last two. They're just random things I found. I know I say this all the time, but I'm trying to unbury myself from all the stuff here. And I was trying to find more of the bear panels for the tote bag from last Wednesday's sale because we sold too many of them. So I was digging and cleaning up, trying to see if some fell behind the shelves. But I found those two random panels. So sorry, I don't have any to sell. But you could contact Stephanie Brandenburg from Frond Designs and ask her if she has any. Her name is Stephanie Brandenburg, and she's the original designer. Oh, is there a 1 hour break Saturday between the sunflower and thread classes? There might be, Sandy. Sometimes I try to give myself a little break in between in case one class goes long or if somebody has issues. I try to make it so I don't run right one into the other. And sometimes I have people coming into the shop, so I have to unlock the door and let them in because I keep the door locked when I'm oh my gosh, Donna Baker. She said she would have purchased the music panels too. We had them forever. I will look and see if I can find some more. I literally just found them in some weird random place, but we gave 1 billion of those panels away as freebies on a live a while ago. We're just doing giveaways now, Tess. Well, honestly, I know this is your first time watching. We don't even know what we're doing most of the time. Okay, let's see. This we should raffle off. Okay, let's see here. I've got some Animal March is a Villa Rosa pattern. Carolyn would have bought it too. Oh my gosh. We had those for probably 5 years here at the we had it probably for 5 years here in the shop. We had those panels. Sharon C, are you here? We had those panels forever, and I finally just gave them all away. I don't know where my tape is. Sharon, are you here? Yes, Kathleen, that's totally possible. I don't know, Carolyn, because we literally had those forever. Okay, I'm going to put this book in Victor's class. Look at how cute that book is. That's going to be for the mystery class giveaways. I don't know how you missed it, Carolyn, because you're here like every day. Okay, does anybody want this crochet hook? No, so instant buttons. Wait, I'm going to have to look in here. Sometimes there's stuff in the giveaways. I don't even know what it is. Instant buttons. They kind of look like snaps or something, but I have a no-sew instant buttons set of 6. Okay, let me see. I'm going to pull a name. Jenny Duarte. Okay, Jenny Duarte. Here, I'm just going to write it on here because I can't find my tape. I'm buried. Stephanie, I think, oh, look at 5 people want the crochet hook. Okay, let me see. What else did I say that we could raffle off? It gets a little bit crazy around here if you're new to watching when we do the raffles and giveaways and things. Sometimes you can't even give things away around here. And then other times, so many people want it. Okay, let me see. The flannel. I think there were a couple people who wanted the flannel. I've got June and Jenny. June S and Jenny. Okay, so for the flannel, I've got a couple of you. Oh, pink flannel. Whoops, I saw. Oh, Brenda. You got to keep me honest because sometimes I don't see the comments. Brenda. Why? Okay. I had my name for the flannel too. Okay, keep me honest, Sue. Sharon Weber, I think you said that the other day too. Crochet hooks are great to use to poke out corners. You can confirm later on class. Okay, perfect, Stephanie. Okay, so for the flannel, I have Suacobe. Okay, what else did we have that multiple people wanted it? Not yet. Ooh, it's telling me we should end this. Okay, I've got Anita, and Jenny. Uh-oh. I got to find my battery, my charger. Anita, Jenny, Kathleen. Who else wanted the crochet hook? I have my name in for the flannel. I have to get something for being a Cooper. Stephanie, I don't know. Sometimes I question whether I can I definitely do multitask. I'm not sure I do it well. Okay, let's see. I've got Jenny Duarte. Didn't you just win something? Here, I think you won the buttons. Okay, let me see. I've got Anita. Okay. Anita for the crochet hook. Okay, that's all I have today because my battery's dying and I have no idea where my charger went. Oh, it's charging my iPad. Okay, so that's all we have for today. Join us tomorrow at 10. We're going to do a box unveiling and see what has come in for this week. Have a good night. Go get some sewing done. For real. Go sew. Post on Fabric Chick Stitch Along what you're working on. I always love to see what you guys are working on. All right. Have a good night. Bye. Bye.